Ladies and gentlemen, imagine a world where every process, every system and every operation in the process industry functions flawlessly without a shadow of risk or uncertainty. Picture a future where safety isn't just a requirement, but where it is a strategic advantage that propels businesses to unprecedented heights. Today, I'm here to share a vision with you. A vision of functional safety, not as a burden, but as a beacon lighting the way for a safer, more profitable and more sustainable future for your company and the process industry. Imagine a scene like this. A massive explosion, fire billowing into the sky and a devastating aftermath. This is the haunting image of the Buncefield accident of 2005. A catastrophe that shook not only the town of Buncefield but also the entire process industry. Let's delve into the details of this tragic event and, more importantly, the profound lessons that it actually holds. Now, Buncefield is today home to a large oil depot, boasting a storage capacity of about 270,000 cubic meters of fuel. In the UK, it's the 5th largest oil depot. But on that fateful day, one of its tanks was overfilled, setting off a chain reaction of explosions that raised 21 tanks in its wake. The sheer magnitude of this blast was so immense that it echoed across borders. It was heard by people walking on the shores of northern France, Belgium and the Netherlands. What's truly shocking though is that the root cause of this devastation was something seemingly minor. A manual level gauge was stuck, and on top of that there was a non-working independent high level switch. To make matters worse, this issue had been known to management for a month, but was not repaired. The end result was a lot of people injured. Luckily, nobody died, but in the end there was huge environmental damage. And in the end, 5 companies faced legal convictions. But instead of going into the details of this, let us talk the language of business. Let us talk numbers. The total investment in the Buncefield oil facility was approximately $210 million. However, the losses incurred after the explosion, they were estimated at a staggering $1.4 billion. If we calculate the return on investment, it paints a very grim picture. A jaw-dropping minus 767%. But here is where it gets truly astonishing. The cost of replacing that faulty high-level switch, let us say it was a $5,000 investment, could have averted this catastrophe. So let's introduce a concept I call the return on lack of investment, or ROLI. When we calculate ROLI with a $5,000 investment, the result is a mind-boggling minus 280,000%. In simpler terms, in this tragic case, a lack of investment totaling $5,000 resulted in an astronomical loss of 280,000%. It's a stark reminder that neglecting functional safety isn't just a financial misstep. It's a grave risk to human lives and the very existence of a business. And let's not forget, in many instances, the price of such negligence, it goes beyond the financial realm. It often involves injury, loss of life, and irreplaceable damage to the environment. Functional safety, my friends, isn't just a matter of numbers. It's about protecting lives, it's about preserving assets, and it's about ensuring the sustainability of your company and of our industry. So, after witnessing the devastating consequences of neglecting functional safety, I pose a question to you all. Is it worth investing in safety systems? Now, here's the trick. It's not really a question with multiple answers. The only answer is actually a resounding yes. And if you say yes, you are implicitly acknowledging that when it comes to safety systems, functional safety is non-negotiable. But what does this yes entail in practice? It's not a blank check to buy as many safety systems as possible. Rather, it's an investment. It's an investment in competency. It starts with investing in the knowledge and the skills of your employees, but not just your employees, also your contractors. They together are the guardians of the safety on the ground. It also means investing in hazard and risk analysis. Delving deep into understanding potential hazards and risk is a cornerstone. Identifying vulnerabilities and addressing them is the bedrock of functional safety. Furthermore, it means investing in the right safety solution. In the end, it's about carefully selecting and then designing and manufacturing the safety solution that is right for you, tailored to your unique processes and operations. And last, but certainly not least, it's about investing in operations, maintenance and repair of these safety systems. It doesn't end with implementation. There is a continuous investment needed in the operating, maintaining and repairing of these solutions over their full lifetime. Now, some of you may say, but all this investment, it's going to cost our company a lot of money. How is that supposed to be good for business? Well, here is the part that should really pique your interest even more. When you implement functional safety, when you do it correctly, something really remarkable is going to happen. You not only dramatically reduce the risk of major accidents and automatically save a lot of money, but something else is happening that is exceptionally good for business. And smart companies, they not only know this already, they are doing it. I'm sure you would like to know what this is. As we delve deeper into the realm of functional safety, it's crucial to understand that it's not just about compliance. It's about the profound impact it can have on your business. Today, I want to share with you 10 compelling benefits that arise from making safety a top priority in the process industry. Let's start with the first one. Automatically, you will have fewer accidents. The most immediate benefit is a significant reduction in accidents, injuries, and fatalities. Fewer accidents means fewer disruptions, less downtime, and lower medical and compensation costs. Automatically, this means increased productivity. With fewer disruptions caused by accidents, employees can focus on their tasks, leading to increased productivity and efficiency. This automatically leads to improved employee morale. A safe workplace fosters a culture of trust and of care among the employees. When employees feel their safety is paramount, they tend to be much more engaged and thus also much more loyal. And guess what? That reduces turnover. Employees are more likely to stay with a company that prioritizes their safety, that reduces turnover and associated recruitment costs automatically. Happy employees enhances your reputation. Prioritizing safety enhances your reputation. It demonstrates your commitment to ethics and responsibility. And this appeals to future employees, to potential customers, to investors, and even to the community that you are operating in. And all of this can lead to lower insurance costs. A strong safety record can lead to lower insurance premiums and improved insurability, and thus reducing your operational expenses. Legal and regulatory compliance becomes more easy. Compliance with safety regulations and with standards helps you avoid fines and legal liabilities, and thus ensuring you operate within the bounds of the law and that your company is actually allowed to operate. And all of this can lead to operational efficiency. When you pay attention to safety, when you have safety programs in place, they often lead to improved processes and streamlined operations. Identifying and addressing safety hazards can reveal these inefficiencies and thus leading to cost savings. When you get better in competitive advantage. Companies known for their commitment to safety, they can gain this competitive edge. Clients and partners often prefer to work with safety-conscious companies, especially in our high-risk industry. And all of this leads to financial benefits. Companies that prioritize safety often experience improved financial performance. This was very notable and demonstrated by Paul O'Neill's tenure at Alcoa, where profits and stock prices soared under his safety-focused leadership. So, as you contemplate the path forward for your organization, remember that functional safety isn't just a cost. It's actually an investment. It's an investment in people, it's an investment in ethics, and it's an investment in the future of your business. These benefits extend beyond the balance sheet. They create a legacy of safety, of responsibility, and of prosperity. By choosing to prioritize safety, you are not just safeguarding your business, you are building a future where safety and success are intertwined. It's a future we can all be proud to be part of. As we conclude this journey through the critical importance of understanding functional safety in the process industry, I want to share a story that goes beyond the numbers, that goes beyond regulations and cost-benefits analysis. It's a story that illustrates the profound impact of safety on a company, on its people, and ultimately on the bottom line. In the 1980s, Paul O'Neill took the helm of Alcoa, one of the largest aluminum companies in the world. And instead of focusing solely on profits, he did something which was at that time extraordinary. He said, "I'm going to make safety my top priority." Now, you might wonder, why safety? Why did he not focus on profits? Why not on market share or expansion? But Paul O'Neill understood something very profound. He realized that by prioritizing safety, he could achieve all of those other goals and much more. Under his leadership, Alcoa transformed into a beacon of safety excellence. But this commitment wasn't just about reducing accidents. It was about creating a culture of care where every employee felt valued and protected. And the astonishing part, you know what it was? Alcoa's financials performance soared through the roof. Profits reached absolute record highs and their stock price doubled within a year. By focusing on safety, they improved operational efficiency, they reduced downtime, and they gained the trust of their employees, of their customers, of their investors, and all of them were supporting it. Now, why did I share this story with you today? Because it encapsulates the essence of what we have discussed. A vision where safety isn't just a necessity, it's a catalyst for success. As you are here today, you might wonder, if implementing functional safety is worth the investment? The answer is a resounding yes. But it's not just about the cost. It's about the return on investment, the return on financial, human and ethical investment. It's about reducing accidents and reducing injuries. It's about fostering employee loyalty and enhancing the reputation of your company. It's about staying compliant with the law. It's about productivity gains, lowering insurance costs, and risk mitigation. It's about being a company that people trust, admire, and that they want to be part of. But most of all, it's about creating a legacy of safety, responsibility, and prosperity. So, as we part ways today, I leave you with a very simple question. Would you like to be part of that legacy? Would you like your company to not only thrive financially, but to also be a beacon of safety, of care, and of excellence in the process industry? The choice is yours. And I believe that by choosing to embrace functional safety, you're not just making a smart business decision. You are making a difference. A difference that resonates in the lives of your employees, in the trust of your stakeholders, and in the success of your business. I want to thank you for joining me on this journey. Let's make safety not just a priority, but let's make it a passion for a safer, more prosperous, and more sustainable future. Thank you.